But, the outside perception is, all the talk about the people that the 49ers lost during the offseason. What about the guys that are still here? Or what gives you confidence that you guys can achieve what you set out to achieve last year and the year before?
Well, we still have a lot of talent in this locker room. That hasn't changed. The thing I'm excited about is, all of those young guys that had to play last year because of injuries. Seeing them have a year under their belt, I think they'll be a lot better this year. So I'm excited. Like I said, we still have a lot of talent. So I don't see why this year will be, any different than, what we've expected in the past.
What jumped out at you from the mini camp as far as the young guys that are surrounding you now?
Just how much, just how comfortable they were. Guys out there making plays, guys out there hungry, and that's what you want to see from the young guys. Understanding the system. A lot of young guys don't come in and learn it right away. It takes them a little time, but those guys jumped in right away and was able to pick up the system. So.
Got here in 2013, it seemed like you and Colin had a very quick rapport, chemistry on the practice field. Do you see the same thing happening with Torrey and Colin? And do you give Torrey, tips on, the type of quarterback he is to try to accelerate that chemistry between receiver and quarterback?
Yeah, I mean, we talk a lot. He has questions, and I try to answer them as best as I can. But I mean, they seem to be on the same page. But it happens that way when you have. I mean, those guys are two veterans. It's not like either one of them are rookies. They've been around. They understand the game of football. And Torrey has played with, Joe, so he understands the quarterback position. So they have a good rapport. Like I said, Torrey asks me questions here and there, and I answer them as best as possible. But they seem to have a pretty good relationship between the two of them.
Is there a similarity between Joe and Colin?
They both have big arms, and that's something that Torrey's used to.
Joe Staley was just in here, and he described last year as a jumbled mess in a lot of different areas. Do you feel like that's a fair statement of to kind of sum it up of things that happened, or are you kind of fresh slate and ready to leave?
Oh yeah, I mean, last year's behind me. There's nothing that we can do about last year, to be honest. Only thing we can do is learn from it. Like I said, I'm just excited about those young guys that had to play last year. And I don't think people really understand how beneficial that would be to us this year. Having those guys thrown in the fire and having to play, I think that will be valuable for us this year going forward.
How do you view training camp at this stage of your career? You still get a lot out of it?
Say that again?
How do you view training camp at this stage of your career? Do you still see a lot of value and get a lot out of it?
Definitely. I mean, it's how I get prepared for the season. You can go and you can work out as much as you can, but the only way to get prepared for football is to play football, and I think that's what training camp allows you to do.
When you came to the mini camp, did you detect a lot of changes in Kaepernick? I mean, could you tell the fine tuning and adjustments that he's made in his game?
I mean, there's little adjustments here and there, but I mean, I just want him to just play ball. Just don't listen to the outside people. Just come in and be yourself. Play ball.
What kind of changes have you noticed in terms of the coaching staff, and that can go from how Tom Sula handles things as a head coach to you have a new position coach who had some unique warm-up drills?
I mean, I don't know. I've been through probably too many head coaching changes. So I guess I'm used to whenever you get a new head coach, just expecting something different. And that's what it is. It's different. For better or worse, I guess you'll find out, when it's all said and done. But I think everybody around here is is happy with the way things are going. I think everybody is pretty much satisfied with Coach Tom Sula and the way he does things around here. And we're just excited. It's just a breath of fresh air. And we're just ready to get back going and prove a lot of people wrong. Like I said early in the offseason, he seems to have a pretty good rapport with everybody. So that bodes well for us. Guys are, looking forward to coming to working and getting the job done.
Have there been any things schedule-wise or the way things are done that you kind of looked at and went, well, that's weird or that's different, but then it makes sense to you why you're doing it a certain way?
Yeah, there's tweaks here and there. I think the good thing is, he gets input from players when he's doing the scheduling and things like that, and find out, what benefits the players the most. And those are the things that he tries to go with.
Be specific about something that in particular that kind of stands out?
With scheduling, just making sure guys getting enough rest when they need to, but not wasting time, just sitting around the facilities and things like that. While we're here, we're working, getting the job done, and then, just getting away from it after that.
You guys have a later practice schedule
Yeah.
each year. What's the?
Just the rest in between, which a lot of guys wanted. They didn't want to feel like they were here all day but not getting stuff done. So he decided to give guys that rest in between to let guys get ready for practice.
More people, did certain guys speak up on that? I mean, did you say something to him on that?
There's a couple guys in the locker room that did voice their opinions on that. And like I said, he listened to those guys. It's usually the veteran guys that usually come and that he speaks with. Like I said, he takes their input and, you see it in the changes.
Anquan, just to understand, you guys have the ability now to maybe go back to the hotel or whatever before practice?
Yeah.
Another question, just regarding Vernon, can you account for kind of why he was not a huge factor in the offense last year, and looking ahead to this year, do you expect that to change?
Honestly, I don't know. I can't say why last year went the way it did for him. I just see him bright-eyed and just excited about this year. The coaches, are going to make it an emphasis to get him back to his old form, to make sure that he's playing up to his standards. And like I said, he's looking forward to it. You see it in practice. He has a bounce in his step. It just seems like the old Vernon, which is a good thing for us.
Behind you and Torrey, the battle to fill out the receiving corps features a lot of different skill sets. What stands out to you about that battle heading into training?
Well, it'll be a good one. We got a lot of guys that have great talent, fighting for a couple different spots. So it will be, a battle to watch. For myself, I'm excited to see which guys emerge because I know there's a lot of talent. Like I said, I've seen Quentin Patton and Bruce in the past year, so I'm looking forward to see how their game has grown, and as well as seeing the younger guys come in and try to make a name for themselves.
All right. Thanks, Anquan.
Yep.